I am dazed. But before I try to talk about the game, I do want to talk about the injured players. Now, of course, for Burks and Lathan, it looks really bad. But we also had other players go out, a lot of players go out. Some come back, some, yeah, but McLaren headed for the locker room. Remac. So whether it's prayers, Reiki, best wishes, whatever you've got to give, if you can send it their way, we can hope something helps. It has just been, I've never seen a game like that. I don't think I've ever seen a season like this one. It's going to be tough on those players who are hurt. It's going to be tough on the team. But dang, has this team shown that they will recover, persevere, strain. These are mountaineers. If you don't love this team now, just go someplace else. And just wow. Now the first half of this game was not good at all. TCU got a long run because they didn't get called for a really bad hold. The muffed punt bounced their way. Everything that had been happening last year to help TCU win was happening again, and not just the WVU game. I mean, TCU was undefeated through the conference season last year because everything fell their way. And everything that has been wrong for WVU the last few years, the badly timed penalties, the dropped passes, just whatever could go wrong was going wrong again. And the team did not collapse. They toughed out the first half and went in close. The third quarter, if we could take the third quarter and play like that on all sides of the ball all the time, oh man. Green got it going. Can't be surprised that he was rusty in the first half. He's been off for a while. Got to be a little gun shy with that ankle. But some shift in the play calling, going with mostly some quick passes, and then going down the field a bit, especially over the middle. Green got sharper. And the receivers played like receivers. Taylor, very nice grab. Horton, nice catch, held on with a big hit. Clement was being Clement. He has become, he is special. Yeah, we said with, 177 yards, it was against Duquesne. Well, guess what? He still gets open. He still makes the catches if the ball is near him, and he gets yards. And the defense was they did not have that intensity in the first half that they've had earlier in the season. Come out in the second half and it was intense. Held TCU to 1 total yard for the quarter. And this is a hot offense. So don't pull this whole crap about, well, I guess TCU isn't as good as we thought. Their quarterback's not as good as... I'm tired of hearing that. The quarterback made some big plays, partly because we were letting him get outside again. Same problem that we had for the first game and a half of the season. Well, they tightened that. He still got out some, but he wasn't running loose, and he wasn't getting long runs down the field. He made some passes, but then when it counted most, he went down. Yeah, it was wonderful to watch. And 2 blocked field goals. When was the last time WVU had 2 blocked field goals, especially late in the game? Hey, a quick break here. Just asking you, please subscribe, comment, click the thumbs up, and share with your friends. Back to the video. Now, I don't even remember what questions I asked. I asked if the fans were still worried about the lack of star power on the defensive line. Well, they certainly shouldn't be. For one thing, we have star power on the line. Lockhart, Martin, Durajaye, just even as a sub. We have star subs. Now, how long we can hold out with these injuries? Cutter was playing a lot tonight, and it's good because we're going to need him. That's pretty clear. Defensive backfield, I do not know at this point. It is going to be rough. But even though they gave up some passes, they did a good job. Missed tackles were hideous in the first half, not in the second half. I don't know if losing Burks just brought them together, but they found a way. Let me take a look at my notes here. Like I say, I am just flustered. Yeah, I've mentioned most of it. Now, we did see Jaheim White kickoff return. Saw him in the backfield. He was split out wide at least one play. They didn't go to him on that play, but he was there. We were seeing Gallagher. Very nice run on the reverse. Ray was in. Didn't go all that well, but he was there. We went to Horton. We got to Taylor a few times. And, of course, Clement. So, a lot of the players we've been wanting to see and that Brown said needed to play more, played more. No big, of course, Taylor, a couple of really nice catches, important catches, and runs after the catch. Carter had a catch early, was not so much involved later. Not sure of the why behind that, but you wanted to see the younger players, you're seeing the younger players. A clearly how much they play depends on what they earn. So we will have to see. And I hope the lighting works out on this, because I just realized the computer had been on, so I can read my emails. We missed, I think it was 5 interception opportunities. 3 or 4 of them in the first half. That's not what you call a good percentage. I don't know what went wrong. I mean, the good thing is we were getting these opportunities. Pressure on the quarterback and players making the aggressive cuts. We had opportunities. So, I mean, we've shown that we can actually catch interceptions. So it's just got to be consistent. But we seem to keep making progress. We've got problems, and we're going to have problems due to these injuries. It is going to get rough. But the thing is, it looks like this team, this group, this family, these Mountaineers can handle it. I don't think we will win as many games at this point as we could have as things stood at the beginning of the game. I don't know how long any of these guys will be out, but they are all critical, and we were already short at linebacker and defensive back. I mean, that's just the reality of things. Clearly, these guys can play. But now we're dealing with youth, and we're going to be dealing with tired players. Well, I'm going to have to do another video, particularly after I've checked out the post-game interviews and when I've had a little bit of time to breathe and think. But I did, man, I wanted to get in early with this because you wouldn't call it pretty. Although at least 2 of the drives were wonderful. But you wouldn't call it a pretty game. You would call it a gritty game. And to whatever degree grit counts, these guys have got it. And I love this team. Which also means, by the way, the coaches are doing a heck of a job. I'm sure not everybody liked all of the play calling. I liked most of it. I'm never going to agree with everything. But dang, they have put together something special in Morgantown. Well, I will see you once I've recovered. And then, man, it's a good time to have a bye week, even if it is just a short bye. But I'll be back a few times. So long. I sure hope you enjoyed that game. If you didn't, you've got problems.